So this storm right here I caught on camera. It was our first storm of the season, and it's not even fall yet, but I will add in the clips. The next day we headed off to Sam's Club, and when we got to Sam's there was no fire. By the time we walked out there was a fire, and I did catch some lightning as you saw right there, and I do have a little thunderbolt I caught as well. Kind of in the same area where this fire broke out. It got under control. They did a great job and got it under control really quickly. Oh man, you don't hear no fire. Is that fire?
Should I go get Dad to see it?
You can ask him if he wants to come out and see. I don't know if he feels good. Good afternoon, you guys. I figured I would pick up the phone and take you guys along on my day. It's a pretty fall-y looking day today, which is really nice. So we're almost about ready to end the day here. The kids are finishing up their math. Today was a math day for the kids. How I'm doing it is I'm doing like a language arts and grammar one day and then math the next day. And then Fridays will be off, and I'll dedicate my Fridays to the little girls, so like more preschool stuff, like kind of like a fun Friday. Yeah, you'll notice it's quieter because Chris is still home. He's still healing up. I'll talk more about what happened to him and put him in the ER the other day. So he's still home right now. He goes back to work. He was going to go back to work on the 4th, but now it's the 6th, 2 extra days to heal. I forgot to share with you guys, we found this off of Shein, and I ordered this for Benjamin to put all his stuff in there. It's just like a little holder. He's got all his stuff in there, but yeah, it closes. I don't want to mess up his stuff, but it closes and it zips. So that's kind of cool. Okay, you guys, I'm busting out my canned chicken. I know I said I wasn't going to do any chicken or meat or anything like that, but come on now, give me a break. It's clean eating, I guess, from a can, but I mean, the only ingredients in that is water and chicken. I'll go more into detail with that here in a minute, but I'm making what I always make when I use my canned chicken. One of the meals is the pineapple, broccoli, chicken rice. It's got the vegetable and the fruit right there, cooked in one meal. It's sweet. It's kind of like a treat, but made with healthy ingredients. I even found this minced ginger, so I don't have to use the powdered stuff from Sam's Club. Top that with a little bit of sriracha, and it is so good. Highly recommend trying that. It's just put it together and eat it. It's really fast and easy. All my kids enjoy it. I got a few boys that still enjoy eating on the floor, kind of like when we were camping. But I got little Cordelia in the background. She's a little bit fussy and wants me to walk around with her. But I've been needing to get this voiceover done for a few days now, and I just haven't had time because with Chris being super sore, I'm hands-on with the baby. And she likes to walk. He's helping out a whole bunch too. I'm not saying that he's not, but he's super sore right now. But I need to get this little stairway organized. If you're new to this channel and you're like, girl, why do you got all this food on your stairs? It's because the rental house that we are in has a lower apartment, and that's being rented out to a different family, which we absolutely adore. It's a younger couple. So when we were looking for a home to rent after we stopped traveling due to me being pregnant with our 14th baby, which was a good thing because that's when Chris got his diagnosis of cancer, and we couldn't really been traveling. We wouldn't even have known he had cancer if we didn't stop because I got pregnant. So Cordelia is a blessing in so many ways. It's crazy. But anyways, when I was looking for us a home to rent, I didn't realize that this was a split house and we would have neighbors downstairs. Having having our 11th kid in this home, that's a lot of kids on a upper story. You hear the pitter patters of the feet. But the couple down below said it's actually pretty dang quiet up here. So either they're just saying that to make me feel good, or there's some really good insulation between the walls, because let me tell you, it's never quiet up here. So what we do is use the stairways for a food storage area, and I've been neglecting it because I've been so busy kind of trying to pull on the weight of videoing, doing homeschooling, taking care of the kids, cooking the meals, and doing all that mom stuff. I mean, I'm over here being harassed right now, just trying to hide in this room to get a quick little voiceover done for you guys. We love this home, and we plan on staying here for at least 2 years. And we are going to enjoy it. We're going to make it work. When we jumped into a home, we did not plan on staying here long term at all. Just long enough for me to have the baby and get on a blood pressure cocktail, I'll call it, on being stable and feeling more comfortable to hit the road again. But that was until Chris went in for his yearly visit and was diagnosed with cancer, because not all cancers show up in your blood work, but this in particular one does most of the time. I mean, I guess there's always a chance it won't, but it does for the most part. It is a man cancer, and I will go more into detail with Chris on another video. He wants to talk about it and spread awareness. Right now he's hit another slump where he's having a complication and it's making him very upset. And when you're upset, you're not really positive. And I'll just leave it there. He's not having a very positive time right now. He's in and out of the doctors. He's having pain. And he's just overall not feeling well. I mean, Chris is not a sitter. He is a up and mover, a doer. He's a provider. He loves to provide for his family. So being out of work this long is really getting to him mentally. He's not feeling like he's doing his manly duties and as providing for his family, and he still is in many ways, but he can't be at work right now with what's going on. He needs a few more days, at least a week, to heal, to get some things taken care of. He did have some swelling, and he's not here to help me explain what had happened, but because they took out all of his lower lymph nodes in the pelvic area, he ended up getting some kind of fluid retention from these lymph nodes. I guess I'm not really sure, so I'm not going to say too much on it, but I think what they do is help filter the fluid out, and he has a big pool of fluid that's on his right side that's going down to his leg, and that's what caused his entire leg and foot to swell with the pain. We thought that was a blood clot. We didn't know that was a thing, but when you don't have lymph nodes, I guess there's like a filtration thing that happens, and he has a big puddle of fluid that's in there that's pressing against his bladder. It's pressing against all his lower things down there, and it's giving him a lot of pain. So that's why he was in the ER the other day. I don't have the correct terms in the medical words of what this was, but if you've dealt with cancers and these lymph node issues, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So I'll have him talk about that more when he wants to do his little video on spreading the awareness and giving you guys the information that a lot of you have been wanting, and some of you guys know and some of you guys don't know, because I wouldn't know unless I was in, the person's shoes that my partner was going through this. So he is ready to talk about it. You need time. You can't just be diagnosed. This happens so fast. It happens so fast. Went in for a yearly checkup, had some blood work done, was sent off to a specialist, x-rays, MRIs, lab work, this and that, and then bam, surgery. Your entire life has changed forever. So this all happened, I want to say, in like 2 months. It happened so fast. He didn't even have time to process it. We were just like, what the heck? We just brought a new baby home. What is happening? When they did the surgery, they sent off the tumors in the things that they took out of the lymph nodes and all this stuff out to the lab. It did. I know I said that it didn't metastasize out of the area, and the reason why I said that and told you guys that is because that's what Chris told me. So what had happened was he got a voicemail. He didn't tell me he listened to a voicemail. He told me that this is what they said, that the pathology report came clean, everything looks okay, they'll see him in a week to get some little cool device, which was a pain in the butt, taken out of him. So when he went in, that's when they informed him that it did metastasize out of that location. And the reason why they didn't say that on the voicemail is because it wasn't professional or responsible on their end, or sympathetic, I can't say that word, to do something like that over the telephone. So where it had metastasized out of him, it got out of that area and it was trying to get into his bladder. So it was bumped up to that lining of his bladder. So that needs to be scanned. He needs to be scanned for the next every 2 months for the next 2 years. So he'll need to be looked at and watched every 2 months for the next 2 years, and then every 6 months for I think another 2 years, and then every year for the rest of his life, just to make sure that no cells were left behind. Because if one cell was left behind near that bladder, it's going to attack his bladder, and we want to catch that as soon as it happens, if it does happen. As well as this type of cancer has a very high chance of metastasizing in general to areas down there, and that's the reason why they took all those lymph nodes right out of his pelvis, because that's a spot that it likes to invade. Besides the bladder and the urinary tract tube and the colon and everything else down there, it's a very, I think that it's not really said. You read it online and it's like, yes, it's curable, but it's not curable. It's curable in that area, but it will come back. For the most part, you have a very high chance of it coming back, and I don't think a lot of men know that, because I don't know, maybe doctors don't tell them, because Google tells you it's cured, but it's not. So with that being said, he needs to be scanned every 2 months for the next 2 years to watch that area and to make sure all those cells, there was no cells left behind. It's kind of like a little seedling growing. We don't want that to happen, which is why we are planning on staying here in this home long term now. So another 2 years, we want to make this home, and we could go rent another bigger home, but why? We only need 3 bedrooms. My kids like to be together. So in the end, it would just be a waste of money. Plus, we really like our neighbors. We like the just the area in general. I was a little bit nervous at first because of the streets that we were near, but overall, we would like to stay here and just enjoy this for the next 2 years. Maybe 3, but hoping that the scans come out clean the next 2 years, then we will feel comfortable on moving. We do want to buy a home and move back. We're thinking Idaho, maybe somewhere back south, but we have a lot of time to think about this now. Traveling is probably not going to happen. Maybe part-time in the summers here and there, but not as a full-time thing like we envisioned for 2 years of that. It's just we don't have that in us at this age and with the health issues going on. But it is something I highly recommend for healthy families and families in general, because it's so bonding. So I wanted to thank Seesii again for sponsoring today's video. I did do a cordless saw on another video, and I enjoyed that saw so much that I wanted to work with the company again when they offered me a cordless shop vac. Who doesn't need a cordless shop vac? So you see that I've been using it this entire chat with you guys. I'm getting all the dust out. It has all these different attachments. It is a wet and dry 2.6 gallon small shop vac. So you can use it for wet, you can use it for dry. It has a HEPA filter. It has a whole bunch of accessories. It has a storage bag. It is pretty ideal for what I'm doing with it. I mean, it's so easy to clean the stairs without having to deal with a cord. And you just have all the attachments right there, which is just great. It has that extension that works. You can use it for the car. You can use it for your workshop. You can use it anywhere. So it does come with 2 rechargeable batteries. And you can even use it as like a blower. It has a blowing like function thing. You can use it as a leaf blower for the fall that's coming up. You can blow out, your pet hair into a pile. It's really good for everything. Crumbs, pet hair, wet liquid, spills, the fallen leaves. You can use it on the stairs like I do. It was a huge seller point for me because I needed something small and compact for the stair area, which I just cleaned up. Which I do need to get like a little storage thing, like a pantry of some kind to stick on the front of the stairs right there, because seeing that pile of canned goods is driving me insane. And yes, we have a kitchen, but my little girls like to get inside of the kitchen and rip off all of those labels on the cans, and then it's just like a mystery can. I have to kind of shake it and guess and see what's in there because they rip the wrappers off. So I said forget it. I'm just sticking the cans on the stairs too, because I'm tired of opening the wrong thing and sticking it in the fridge and then forgetting about it and it spoiling. So yeah, that was completely off topic, but that's why a whole bunch of canned goods are right there. Yes, I enjoyed this little shop vac because it is cordless. It is very, very tiny. It's lightweight, and I can just do so much with it. I'm not going to use it in my van like I kind of thought about, because ew, gross. I want to keep it in the house and keep it clean. It does help get the crusts out from in between the flooring boards and the cabinets. It's really hard to get they have some really like thick opened areas underneath the cabinets where I can't sweep or use my other vacuum to suction it out. And this high suction wheel, it also has a 7.9 feet extension. Like that's how long it can get, so you can get the pet hairs or crumbs or whatever you want from underneath like surfaces like a couch or whatever. But yeah, thank you again, Seesii, for sponsoring today's video. I enjoy working for this company. I really recommend this one. This one is really beneficial for the stay-at-home mom, because let me tell you, you can do so much with this little gadget. Okay, now that I got the stairs cleaned up, I need to work on the floors here in the house. I let them go the last few days. It's been really hard to just get every single thing done. I've slacked off on certain areas, and one of the areas is the floor, and I cannot stand a dirty floor. I don't like stepping on crumbs, and it's too hot to wear socks or slippers to just pretend that they're not there. So I did a little bit of moving around. We have a tiny little living room, which is okay. It's cute. We actually really enjoy this house. It's just super cute. Layout's tiny, and it doesn't take me all dang day to clean it. I did move the couch over here in this direction, this little one right here, so Chris can lay down, because he needed to lay down and he needs to keep his foot propped up over his heart to help with that fluid that's building up. It's not really helping. He's still in a lot of thigh pain. He's going to have to go back into the surgeon and get a needle shoved in his stomach and get that drained out, because it's only getting more painful and it's not working with the elevation of the leg. So it works out perfect for him right there. We do eventually plan on getting a TV in our room, but you know what? Adulting first, and we got to pay our bills. So darn, that sucks. But it works out now. It works out okay for now. I'm trying to hurry up and get this voiceover. As you can hear in the background, Cordelia is really not having it. And I'm trying to keep her entertained with this groansy nose sucker. Plays music and it has lights, and typically she likes the vibration of holding it. But right now I think she just wants to yeet it at my head and wants me to walk around with her. But I need to get this work done. This is like my job. So I'm doing that, and then we need to do some schoolwork. So I'm actually liking this new little tiny layout switcheroo on the furniture I have going on here, because I'm thinking already about where am I going to put this future Christmas tree of mine at in this little living space I have. Where it's going to go is right there where that little table and the pictures are against the wall. I'm just going to move that little table thing with the fake flower decoration with the Christmas tree right there. So I already have that played out in my head, because like I told you guys in another video, I am pretty excited for decorating for the holidays. If you've been following me around for years, I've been decorating my house for the kids for years. It's one of my childhood memories that I have as a kid, is my mom always made sure she decorated her house. Okay, I got the floors clean. The girls are playing with some Barbies. I need to get this kitchen a little bit organized, but I didn't have time. I do want to give a shout out to my neighbor. She hooked me up with some baby food. Her baby's not digging the purees. She likes the solid food. My baby's digging the purees, so that was really kind of her. But this kitchen right here is a complete crap show. I did not have time doing this today. This I was just done. It was a hard day with the kids, but I did get time for some pasta, easy pasta. Open up the can of pasta sauce, dump it in some noodles, and add some Parmesan cheese. I'll talk about the whole diet thing in another video. I'm just running out of time here. The ice maker took a crap on us. I'm glad I can't remember the name of this ice maker, because it only lasted us for what, like 3 months, I think I did the video, and it pooped out on us. So we tried to take it apart, clean it really well, and it just didn't work. It just died on us. So good thing summer's almost over. I do like my ice lattes, so I'm gonna have to figure out something. But yeah, this thing did not work out for us. It kind of croaked out. Chris is trying to fix it for me. We enjoyed our dinner, though, watching a little bit of, I believe we were watching Ryan Tooney or something. He's just a full-time van lifer that we kind of like to get away in our minds and watch, you know, other people out there traveling. Chris made us some cookies. I got some little Halloween lights at the dollar store. After cleaning up, I have to put her little boppy cover back on it. She doesn't sleep on it like this, but she has a cold right now, so I just have her propped up. Hold on, let me turn this down. I have her propped up because she's a little bit congested from the cold that we have. So when I go to bed at night, I take this out and she lays flat. So don't come at me. I've only had 14 kids. But yeah, that's you don't want to let your baby sleep in there. When she's awake, she scoots down, and if she pushes up, she can, babies can suffocate. So while I'm in here, it's okay. she's sleeping. Have a little candle going, the windows open, I smell the fresh rain air. Folding some laundry, getting that taken care of, and watching some Trent the Traveler on this one. He was talking about how he's going, I can't remember where he's at right now, but he's at a park where he can't take his dog on trails. So that is a thing, you know, look that up. That's the reason why we rehomed our dogs, because we didn't want them on leashes and we didn't want to leave them behind unattended, because we don't have a setup like, you know, these guys do with a running car for AC and stuff. So it just wasn't safe. But yeah, it is a thing. People don't clean up after their animals and they destroy trails, and they don't allow dogs on their animals in general on trails like that. I'm assuming for that reason of not taking care of the poops and maybe destroying, digging, chewing, I don't know. But yeah, he's talking about that on here. And waiting for my cookies, and I'll probably make myself a cold coffee, maybe an iced coffee if we can get the ice maker working, and then just chilling for the rest of the night. I still need to shower and put on my pajamas. I got some pajamas to show you guys, and call it a night.